Persona 5 lived up to my hype and then some. This game is flat out incredible. If you have not gotten a chance to pick it up, I highly recommend doing so. One of Persona 5's biggest strengths is its writing. When it comes to its story, its characters, and its dialogue, it is top-notch, and I really enjoyed it. Atlus went above and beyond, ensuring that the gameplay experience for Persona 5 and the story experience for Persona 5 was top-notch, and they have outdone themselves. Persona 5 puts you in the shoes of Joker. Now, what happens at the beginning of the game, and this is spoiler-free, but at the beginning of the game, Joker is basically captured during one of the heists that they're going through, taken into an interrogation room, where the cops beat him, and there he is eventually interrogated by a prosecutor. Now, this is where Joker starts to look back at the many things that have been going on in his, up until this point, which led to his arrest. And the way that Persona 5 is able to take everything and tie it in all together to this bigger narrative is just amazing. I really thought the way that they tied all this plot and explained it by the end of the game, it worked so well. Now, that being said, the story in itself is written very well. The characters are another place where Persona 5 really shines. Persona 5 and Persona 4's cast are both very well-liked casts. I can't decide which one I like better. Persona 5's party members, all of the party members feel like they are in the party for a reason. They're not forced in there in any way just to make a party member, just to make another spot for a party member. They all have their reasons that they have kind of joined the Phantom Thieves, and that's what I think is really cool about the way that Persona has always written its story. And in that aspect, Persona 5 is no different than Persona 4. Where Persona 5 takes a step much differently with its characters, though, is that of where they actually go through and they are able to make you deeply connected to a lot of the side characters that you talk to. Persona 3 and 4 have had some really good side characters through social links and things like that, but number 5, they are really strong. It takes a lot of real-world issues and presents them with these confidants. And as you get to spend time with them, understand where they're coming from, and help them kind of resolve their issues and find their reasons almost to kind of continue on and help them with their problems, it really is beneficial. Persona 5 takes that interacting with characters and makes you deeply care and rewards you in so many ways by giving you a lot of backstory and a lot of character to these characters. And it's amazing when a game can do that. That is one of Persona 5's biggest strengths. Persona 5's gameplay is top-notch as well. They've taken a lot of the elements from past Persona games and really incorporated them in there and just made it work. One of the biggest differences when it comes to gameplay mechanics is that, of course, with adding the stealth mechanics in the dungeons. And at first I thought this would kind of be awkward. I really wasn't sure if it actually belonged in an RPG. But it actually fit. It adds an element of strategy almost outside of battle, as you want to try and gain that edge over the enemies in order to get an ambush. So the stealth mechanic really fits along with the theme of it as well. You're sneaking into someone's palace to steal their treasure. You know, you want to be as quiet as possible. It's really cool that Atlus was able to pull this off so well. Another thing that they brought back from past Persona games that I really enjoyed was being able to interrogate demons. Nothing is quite as satisfying as being able to hold a demon up while he's on the shitter and try to get him to join your party. It made me laugh the first time I saw this. I'm like, this is awesome. But the thing is, the gameplay is still solid. It still feels fresh, and they've even added some different things into there. One of the biggest things that I really enjoy is the ability that all characters have called Baton Pass. Now, Baton Pass basically allows you to down an enemy, so you exploit their weakness and knock them down to the ground. Then once the characters learn the ability Baton Pass, you can pass that move to another character, so that character can down that next character. This is, of course, helpful if you have many characters who have different weaknesses. If you just want to reserve characters' SP and not use up all of their SP. That's something that Persona 5 does that I really, really enjoy. So you're not strictly using one character's SP over and over and over to down these enemies for weakness. And collecting demons, it really does have a gotta catch 'em all feel. It's super, super fun to do so. And just overall, Persona 5 is an amazing experience. Atlus has gone above and beyond to ensure that this game is great, and the payoff has been significant. The amount of delays, the amount of time and effort that they have put into this shows. From the style of the menus to the style of the way the battles end, just everything is so stylized and so cool and so artistic. It's almost like it's expressing itself through this game. It's something not many games actually tackle. It's really, really cool that they've been able to do this. Persona 5 also has a flat-out incredible soundtrack. I'm a huge fan of Persona 4's soundtrack. A huge fan, but I have to admit that Persona 5 has a much better soundtrack than number 4. Just the soundtrack alone and the vocal tracks are really good, which is surprising for a game. Not many video games can pull off great vocal tracks, but Persona 5 nails it. It amazed me that they were able to pull this off. And one of the key factors that they bring back in Persona 5 that I thought was really cool was that of a randomly generated dungeon like Persona 3 and 4 had. But this time it presents itself a bit more like Tartarus. Mementos is optional if you don't want to get the true ending, but in order to get the true ending you want to make your way down to the bottom before the end of the game. And Mementos is kind of set up much like Tartarus. It's broken into different areas and you traverse there. You can level up your characters, fight demons, collect treasures, and it's all randomly generated, so it changes every time you enter the dungeon. Persona 5 is a really great game. Atlus has gone above and beyond to ensure that their fans get the best experience possible, and its payoff has been great. Persona 5 has taken that leap from going from a niche title to mainstream, selling 1.5 million copies in the US and Europe alone from digital sales and store sales. And it's no surprise that the amount of attention this has been getting from critics, the amount of reviews, the amount of positive feedback it's been getting overall, that this title has really set the bar for Japanese RPGs. And I wholeheartedly agree with that comment. One thing that the world's going to be looking forward to is what Atlus is going to do with Persona 6. And you know, with the success of Persona 5, they are definitely going to be working on it. The only thing that concerns me with Atlus is they set the standards so high for Persona 5, it makes me wonder where they are going to go with the series from here. But if there's one company that I have faith in to be able to make a better game or maintain what Persona 5 has done, it is Atlus. Atlus is a great company, and they're always willing to deliver quality games to their fans, and they just seem to know what their fans want. They know their fan base, and that's what makes Atlus such a great developer. If you have not picked up Persona 5, I highly recommend you do so. It is worth every penny, it is worth every moment of your time, and it deserves every bit of praise that it is getting. It deserves every penny and every hour that you sink into this game. 108 hours into the game, and I still felt I wanted more. I was not ready to call my adventure, my story, quits. This has been my official review of Persona 5. Be sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter, links down below in the description. Also, hit subscribe there for me, new content will be coming your way. I'm the Spoony Bard, and most importantly, stay happy, be happy, game happy. The Spoony Bard is checking out.